Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey. It's your girl Tash and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, you guys, the video that we have been talking about since probably right before the release of this, we're gonna do 3 looks, 1 palette. So grab yourself a nice drink, whatever your poison is, a glass of wine, a glass of coffee. We're gonna get into it. Just stay tuned. Alright you guys, so here we go for look number 1. If you have not seen my first video using this palette, which was the first impression video, I'm going to link it up here in the iCards if you'd like to pause this and go check it out. Then come back and hang out with us. It's totally up to you in which order you watch the videos in. So basically, I'm going to probably do very minimal talking in this video. But of course, I will show you the shades. I will try to let you know what I am doing. But doing 3 looks, 1 palette in 1 video can be very long and very drawn out. And a lot of us don't like long videos. So, to keep you here, are you still here? Just kidding. To keep you guys here and keep you engaged, we're just gonna do the looks and have some fun. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brushes, get ready, and when we come back, we are gonna start off with look numero 1. Alright guys, so I've already picked up the shades in this palette that I'm going to use minus maybe 1 or 2. So I'm going to use these 2 shades here on my wrist to start off, which is this shade here. It's kind of like this pinkish purplish color that's got a little bit of glitter in it, but you're probably not going to see that when I start applying it. As well as this shade here. I'm also going to have to eventually go into this little guy down here. And I will leave the shade names in the description box. And then maybe 1 or 2 more shades. But for the lid today, we're going to do a little twist. I am going to be using this e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow in the shade Flirty Birdie. Because I want something really sparkly and pretty that I'm not going to have to deal with a bunch of fallout on. Which is why I have not set my whole face. So let's get started. So as you guys can see, I'm just building that in my crease a little bit and trying to take it so that you can still see it when I'm looking forward. The other one, I'm just going to kind of try to use to blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to take this lighter, or you know what? Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I'm going to take this lighter shade here. Sorry, you guys, it's so hard to show you this palette. This guy up here, and I'm going to put that under my brow bone and kind of blend that last color out. I just took a chunk out of the glitter. And I was like, yeah, no glitter. Oh well, it happens. Actually, let's take a skinnier brush for that. I think I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that first color. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. So here's the thing, guys. I've been using makeup for a very, very, very long time, but I'm still getting into the groove of learning how to use the right brushes to get what I want. And that's why it takes me so long to do my eyeshadow when I want to do, you know, different things and stuff. But I'm learning. Some of this stuff can be a real learning process, and it's just trial and error. You know, you can use your brushes for whatever you want, but sometimes different brushes can give you a different payoff, and it just makes things so much easier for you. So I've pretty much got that built up to where I want it. What I'm going to do is also use that same color for my outer V here. This is such a beautiful shade. I tell you guys, having hooded eyes is such a pain in the butt. If you got them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think I kind of like that. I may go back up here and put just a little bit of that color that we kind of lost a little bit as soon as I color switch. Because I do want it to show through. I just don't want it super dark. So I'll probably have to go back up there and blend it, which is fine. Fine, fine, fine. All right, now I'm satisfied. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia concealer brush. I just really like the shape of this one when it comes to putting on glittered eyeshadows. In case you guys have not seen the shade Flirty Birdie, that's what it looks like. And I mean, hello, $5 glitter shadow. Just in case you guys can't see it because of my lighting. There she is, right here. So we're gonna put that on my lid. Well, let's do it this way. What I'm gonna try to do is make it look like I cut the crease with the shade. If that makes sense. So I don't, because I don't want to use concealer. I've been trying not to do that a ton. Oh my goodness, guys, so pretty. So sparkly. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of that purple shade and make sure that it looks like this is supposed to be like this. Just kind of make them blend together a little bit. Now these don't take very long to dry. I'm just being dramatic because I don't want a ton of that in my crease. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go off camera, finish the other eye, and fix anything that goes up in my crease with this eye. And when I come back, y'all going to see look numero dos after you see the final look. Alright, you guys, so this is the final eye look. The reason I'm not zooming you in is because you know I got those sensitive eyes. This one has been watering like crazy since I went off camera. So I'm going to... one second. So this is look 1 for the Profusion Lovestruck palette. And of course, I used a liquid glitter eyeshadow by e.l.f. like I told you guys. Flirty Birdie. And this eye's watering again. So I will see you guys in look 2. Remember to check the description box for all 3 looks. And all of the shades used will be listed down below. Hey you guys, really quickly I wanted to jump in here. We're going to do look number 2 and 3 today on the Profusion Lovestruck. I'm also going to be using some of the Maybelline Nudes of New York. You guys let me know if you want a full video on this. I probably will still do one. I just want to know if you want to see it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use music in the background because the goats are still inside and they get really irritated when I leave them. So if nobody's sitting in the living room, which we don't have time to just sit in the living room, unfortunately. So I do apologize for those of you who don't enjoy the music in my videos. I hope that you will still stay and check out the looks though. And I will leave all of the shades that I use in the description box. I will have you guys up close and personal so you can see what I'm applying. And let's go ahead and get into it.
Get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there? be so blind. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright, they look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there? Take you there. Can I take you there? Can I take you there?
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Alright guys, so we're up close and personal because this is the final look. This is look number 3. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out so that we can have a quick conversation about the Profusion Lovestruck palette. Okay, so finally made it through 3 looks, 1 palette, and don't mind mine, she's a little messy. She's been well used because not only have I been using this since I did the 3 looks 1 palette, I've also been using this anytime I put makeup on. So I have a pretty good idea about how I honestly feel about the newest Profusion palette. So first and foremost, as we've discussed before, there are some shades in here that disappointed me a little bit at first because they're topper shades. But as I've gotten to play with this palette more and more, I've come to actually appreciate those shades. I feel like I wish there was a black in here and maybe one more brown that was a little more on the neutral side and maybe not so cool, but I digress. This is a neutral tone or a cooler toned palette, so It's really not that big of a deal to just grab another palette and use a black if need be. Shades like this one that is on my lid currently really surprised me. It is such a gorgeous shade, but when you dip into it, it's really softly pressed. So you want to be careful playing with this palette, because you are going to make a mess with some of those soft pressed shades, no matter how lightly you dip into them. Now, the look that I did with this blue one, I really enjoyed it. I thought that this was going to come off a little more sheer than what it actually is. But, I mean, as I took a packer brush and was building it up on my lid, it kind of floored me. I was shocked. I wasn't really expecting that opacity. As you guys did see in the video, I did really pack it on there a couple of times to get the opacity that I wanted, but I feel like you could wear either one of these blues as more like a wash of color, but you're still gonna see pigment. It's really hard to describe that. Hopefully you get what I mean. I do think that this is the same fabulous quality that we are used to from Profusion, so of course I do think it's worth the money, especially if you are somebody who loves a cooler toned color story. I think this goes great with brown eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, blue. I think this goes good for everybody's eye color, to be quite honest. I mean, so I'm addicted. I'm obsessed with this palette. Like, this is one I could see myself really hitting pan on, because these colors are just, they're colors I've always gravitated towards, whether it's pink, purple, mauve. Girl, these are my colors right here. This is like this in the LA Girl palette, and I'm good for the rest of the year, okay? Now today I did pull off a more neutral look. That's the third look here, you know, just to show you that you still can get an everyday wearable neutral look out of this palette. So I really don't have much more to say, you guys. I think it's amazing. I love all the different textures, and like I said, a few of the shades like this one and this one, they kind of surprised me a little bit, especially this blue here. I just wasn't really expecting to enjoy the color as much as I did, so I'm highly recommending this one. I want to hear from you guys. Have you tried out the Profusion Lovestruck palette? If you did, what do you think? Were you surprised by any of the finishes and formulas in this palette? Yeah, so let me know down below what you guys have been trying out that is new. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I do apologize in advance that it was kind of different from the other ones. I really did not want to have to put music in this one. However, Nick is currently still outside building the babies some shelter so that we can move them outside with the other babies in the backyard, because, well, they're outgrowing their cage and they're very noisy now. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you as always if you took the time out to watch this video and hang out with little old me. Y'all know I appreciate you to the moon and back. I'm getting ready to do my February favorites video, so hopefully you guys will see that one first. I love you guys so, so much. Ooh, I wanted to say welcome again to the new subscribers. Hey girl, hey. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.